Welcome back, everybody. Smokestrider here. We are back in the world of Vampyr. Thought I'd start off this episode getting flowers for the bomb victims, and then we'd go talk with the guy, tell him we gave him flowers, do some investigating. So yeah, turns out the flowers are right there. Completely missed them when I first came by here.
May all who suffered from this tragedy find or rest in peace.
Alright. Time to head back. Shouldn't take too long. But yeah, last episode we investigated the the second source of infection. Found two very angry and very mutated skulls up there. They were arguing. So yeah, we also found water for the flower back at Pembroke, so we'll also make a stop there, and then we'll head back to the West End and move on to the first source of the infection. We'll also, of course, gonna want to keep our eyes open and peeled for the final trail. Hopefully it's over in that district. So far we've found one here, not too far from here over there. We found one in Whitechapel, and we found one in the sewers all the way a little bit north of the Pembroke Hospital.
For now, everything seems under control.
Alright, so here's the guy we wanted to talk to.
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What? Oh, you're that doctor.
I found the location of the explosion, Mr. Delaney. I placed a flower for you where it happened, just as you asked.
Really? That's so kind. I never thought someone would... Well, thank you, Doctor.
It's nothing, really. And I'm sorry for your loss.
What? No, I didn't know them. No car was supposed to park there that day. Stupid bastard, why did he park there?
You're the man who hid that bomb.
I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone.
Is it true Sean Hampton saved your life?
Yeah. The sad saint grabbed my soggy ass and brought me back to the pier after I fell into the canal. I was a wreck back then.
Were you thankful for what he did for you?
Sean Hampton really acted like a saint that day. But I suppose I'm just another lost soul who doesn't deserve to be saved.
Is there any...
That's it.
Why are you so cynical?
Cynicism is the polite.
Alright. Personal questions.
I want you to remember the bomb, Dyson. Tell me about it.
No. I don't want to remember it.
Why use a bomb? What were you trying to destroy?
The Dawson & Dawson ammunitions factory. A symbol of violence against the people. My group wanted to destroy it to send a message.
The victims. They were not the target then.
I spent so much time figuring out the perfect moment. I used a short fuse. No car had ever parked there. They all died.
I sense your guilt, Dyson. Why is that? Did you not think violence was an acceptable political tool?
I still believe our fight was just. By killing an innocent couple who were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. No way.
That bomb also killed you that day, don't you see? You just die a slower death, drink by drink.
I know. Maybe I deserve judgment. Until that day, I'll just be Dyson the drunk, not Dyson the murderer.
Goodbye.
Alright, welcome back, everybody. Back in the West End, I decided to cut all the running back after talking with Dyson, just because nothing interesting really happened. So, yeah. We do have 2 things to analyze here. See about making some serums. Don't care about stamina. We should make some new treatments just in case. Got that and that. Let's go ahead and upgrade this. We're gonna switch to the perfect pump action shotgun from Milton's shotgun. So does a little bit less damage, but has larger magazine. Doesn't have many issues. We're also gonna switch to the good hacksaw as our one-handed weapon and upgrade it a little bit more, all the way up to perfect. We'll increase the blood absorption and enhance the damage. We'll take 5 blood points absorption on a weapon hit and increase damage dealt by 20%. Alright, we've got everything for the perfect mace. We just need to get white phosphorus for the shotgun. We're going to rest and evolve. I think we should increase blood capacity a couple times. How much? 1,500 for health? Oh, 2,000 for health. It's just another 50 HP for another level. What about our tactical? Shadow Veil and Spring. How much does this cost? 500 to learn? Sure, we'll take 500 to learn. So we're gonna do this, and then we want to get the stun upgrades. This'll, max one will do 30 stun, which I think is really important. Alright, we're down to 900 XP. I don't think there's anything that I can get for that much. I could increase the amount of blood we get from fighting, which we said we wanted to do. So we'll do that. So we're pretty close on stuff in this end to maxing them out. Like, health's 2 levels away, stamina's quite a ways away still, but bite is only 2, thirst is only 5, it's halfway there. Blood capacity, we're probably not going to increase too much more. So we're pretty close to having stuff on that side done that we wanted done. Alright, the following night. Health over here increased. We need to go treat Luis still. Pembroke, or sorry, Whitechapel is sanitized. Pembroke is sanitized. And we got some new sick people over in the docks that we can go treat later. Well, I'll treat them off screen. It's just a bunch of cases of fatigue. Alright. So, let's check out investigations. What do we have here? We need to find an exceptional restaurant for Calhoun. We need to find 6 articles, collectibles about vampires. We need find fertile is the belly of the beast. We need to locate Emily's house, and we need to find the second part of my father's testament. Let's go looking for the restaurant for Calhoun. We'll get these investigations out of the way.
Your good friend Mr. Crossley returned from the north.
Please, sir. Whether you need to buy something or not.
Women!
Oh. So we have a restaurant here that we can check out and one there. So let's go this way. Let's go this way first. It's the closer of the two. Temple Garden. So I guess we'll be looking for like a sign or something. Dang it.
Finish it! That's gonna hurt! Over there! One of them vermin!
Alright, collect loot. Alright, we're in the area. I think we're looking for a sign. It's a restaurant. We know that. Oop. Close. Alright, is the restaurant sign or whatever back here? I'm not seeing anything back here. Didn't see any sign out front here. This was supposedly someone's house, but it doesn't look like a house. It's also not a restaurant, it's more like a bar. Maybe it's over here in this area. In the market.
Turn around, sir. Elite! Elite! It's mine! I'll take it! I'll kill it!
Huh. Is it this? Oh. The
A
blind...
restaurant where the guests are blindfolded before being seated. Intriguing.
The Blind Gourmet, today's menu. Entrees, guess what? Mystery plate, exquisite flavors. Main course, tasteful surprise, wonderful savors. Refined curiosity, dessert, sweet mystery, hot and cold surprise. Palette Revolution. Forewarning, all our customers are blindfolded before sitting at their table. They are invited to use all their senses to enjoy their meals, except their sight. Yeah, that sounds sufficiently unique. So I guess now we need to go talk with Calhoun. Which is just up this way. Here's his shop right here. Hello, Calhoun.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night, what?
I have found a restaurant that could satisfy you, Mr. Russell. The most intriguing and exotic restaurant in London.
Really? You have piqued my interest. Where is it?
It's a place where you eat in complete darkness and try to identify your meal without anything but your palate.
My, oh my, how interesting. It could even be fun to eat a little poisson et fruit that way. Oh, thank you, Dr. Reed. Please, have this for your research.
200 shillings, nice.
I may have...
Still nothing of interest in his goods. Alright. Let's go next investigation. Let's go with Emily's house. It's down this way.
Support the equality between men and women.
Alright, down this path, and then to the left. Down that way. Towards the northern docks. We also want to be on the lookout for the lady we saved. Is this her house? Is this near her house at least? The house is up. How do I get up? Can I go out the back door of the... out of this house? Can I go out the back door?
Hello, Venus.
Hello, Jonathan. I remember when Mary came here with her husband and her son.
Yeah, sorry, not here to talk. I just need to go upstairs and go out your back door. Yes, I can. And then I can go up here. And this is where her house is.
No invitation is needed to enter this building. That can't be a good sign.
Yeah.
No sign of a struggle. It seems Charlotte's friend knew the killer and let him in. Blood. I should follow the trail.
There's also something here. Emily's love letter. 5th of November, 1918. My dear Jacques. I can't wait to see you again. Tonight, tomorrow. I can hardly wait. Since we kissed on that bridge while the moon was so bright in the night sky, I want to feel your teeth again on my lips. Oh, the excruciating pain of your sweet bite on my neck, you devil, you. For the longest second ever, I feared you were going to kill me right there on the bridge in the middle of the night. But no, my dear Jacques, you remain the delicate fiancé I know you are, and you were only teasing me. I can't wait to drink your blood for good this time, and come back to my sweet friend Charlotte as an immortal. To play with her a little first, of course, like you taught me how to play with mortals, and then I'll turn her into one of us too, and we'll rule the knights of London and cleanse this city of its impure
Emily wanted to become a vampire. Something must have gone wrong. Someone is responsible for this mess. But who?
Not good. this?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question.
I'm the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, and I strongly invite you to find your own game, sir.
I'm not here to sustain myself. I'm currently investigating the death of a young woman killed by a vampire.
A young woman killed by a vampire? Oh, you're joking, right? Oh, I do love the British sense of humor.
And who exactly are you?
I am Jacques-Michel Guillaume Florimond, the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, at your service, my dear cousin.
Dear cousin, are we related?
We could be of the same blood, my dear. I tend to consider all Econs as family, don't you?
You're French, but your English is quite good.
I was born in France, sir, but I consider myself a traveler of this world. So many countries, so many tantalizing tastes.
What are you doing here?
I recently decided to visit London. I've always dreamed of visiting a city on the verge of collapse. Such a delicate, yet intense spectacle.
You take pleasure from others' misery.
I have been a totally depraved and immoral creature since the day I was reborn, sir. And probably before.
What do you plan to do here?
Take pleasure. Take pictures. Enjoy the show. Have fun. Believe me, I won't be the only foreign immortal who bought a ticket to the fair.
I followed the trail of blood from her room to here.
Oh, you're referring to that young woman. Yes, the meeting turned messy. I'm afraid I ruined my last redingote.
So you admit you murdered her?
I admit nothing, my good sir. I only regret the blood of that girl staining my clothes. Oh, blood can be so messy.
What happened?
She wanted to become one of us. Not the first time I have received such a proposal, but I must admit her direct approach tempted me.
And then what?
The body rejected my blood. It happens, you know, sometimes even with voluntary prey. At least her gurglings brought me some fun, until the artery burst.
I believe you, sir. Emily's diary confirms your statement.
Oh, Emily was her name. Quite charming. Well, mystery solved then.
Yes, I suppose so. You can go.
And so can you. Farewell, sir. May you enjoy the spectacle of this fallen city as much as I do.
Alright. Let's return to Charlotte. Got bad news. Part of me thinks I should have killed him. Like a big part, honestly. But,
Women's right to vote
she
is
kind of
only
did that
the
to
first
herself.
step.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I have found out what happened to your friend, Emily.
I can handle the truth. There's no need to hide the bloody details.
Your friend was planning to become a vampire. She thought she'd met an honest one and made a deal with him. Unfortunately, Emily did not survive the process.
My mother told me many times about the risks of being turned. I often suspected she exaggerated the danger to avoid me being tempted.
No, the risk is real. Have you any idea what a body has to endure to become an organism entirely consumed by its need to process and recombine blood?
I should never have talked to Emily about vampires. I never thought she'd actually try it without me. Thank you, sir. Here, take this for your discretion.
Ooh, Charlotte's steak.
Goodbye.
She's been quite busy these
Alright, and on to the final investigation. that we can probably have any hope of doing. And it is in that garden. Son of a... Damn. Really? We ran all up and down this garden and we didn't find anything. Guess it's time. Welcome back, guys. I think I found it. Didn't want to loot it in case Reed said anything special, but I think it's this container back here. Yes, it is. Alright. Aubrey Reed's second letter. Reed Mansion, 4th of April, 1908. My dear son, this is my second letter to you. If you find this one, it means you'll probably have shown the first part to your sister Mary and to my dear Emmeline. I think it's a good thing you don't keep to yourself what you discover, but I leave that for you to decide. Do you remember our long walks in this park? Your mother taught you your alphabet under these trees. I had so many wonderful treasures for you and Mary in this park. You were both so clever, so brilliant. I've always known you'd both become great people. I've always been proud of you. I was never able to conceal my pride when I was asked what you wanted to be. He'll be whatever he wants. Your mother was convinced you would be a great an artist like her. You always liked to read and write. I still keep your very first poem like I keep Mary's first drawing. When you chose to follow medical studies, your mother was sagacious enough to cover her trepidations and her worries. Me, I was happy you did not become a dull banker like me. When you told us you wanted to pursue a career in medicine to improve life for all without consideration of wealth, I knew we as your parents had taught you the most important lesson of all, to respect each and every soul for what they are, not what they have. If you want to know more, all you have to do is to remember which hospital you chose to apply for your first internship. I am as ever your loving father, Aubrey Reed.
I had almost forgotten I applied for a position at Pembroke. That was so long ago.
So the third testament's gonna be somewhere in Pembroke Hospital. Interesting.
Are you from Ascalon? I don't care! This is my territory!
Not cool at all, mister. Not cool at all. Wish you had less stun points needed to stun you. Otherwise, I might have actually been able to do it. Alright, so how are we on time? I think we're coming up at like 55 minutes recording time, but not actual episode time, because cutting out quite a bit, like 3 separate sections that I've recorded in this episode. So we got that final piece of braille, so I think we'll make a stop over at Whitechapel, which isn't too far. In fact, they're right over there. We'll give Swanborough the thing, and then we'll head back to Pembroke and find the final piece of the, or hopefully the third part of my father's testament. Hopefully the last one. So just need to take a left here. And that should have all but one investigation complete. The only one that'll still need completing is the one that requires us to get collectibles, and no clue where we'll find that collectible.
I've heard so many.
Good evening, Mr.
Is it you? Wandering in this part of town at night, you're either What can I do?
Here is another
Here
page.
is another page of the formula for the cure for blindness.
Give it to me. Brilliant. I'm going to give you the location and the code you will need to find the cure, but you have to listen to me first.
Why? What is it?
If you find the proof that this treatment for blindness is real, I want to try it. Do you understand? No matter the risks.
Risks? What have you read in these pages that you're not telling me?
You already know what you need to know. I trust you, Dr. Reed. We share the same passion for science. Please bring back the formula.
All right.
Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough.
Tell me,
2969.
you see the world these days.
Okay, it's over there at the hideout. What's a good way of getting there? I can just run through the graveyard, I guess.
You're mine, vermin!
Alright, we're back. I think it's in this sewer. Where we found that locked door. Down here, because this is where the marker was, is over here.
He's mine! I'll take it!
Alright, take the loot. Hop on up here.
I'll put it into you!
And the locked door is supposed to be right through here. Yep, now we can enter. So I guess that's what we didn't need, is the code, and then unlocks this door. So this is the laboratory. St. Paul Chemist is a skull. Alright, let's fight him. (17,618). None of my recent research concerning a possible cure for blindness have reached any successful state. I'm starting to worry since my vision has decreased more and more over the past months. I'm afraid I may go blind before finding any interesting lead. Maybe I should go back to the Brotherhood's library and ask our primate if he knows of any documents I should read first, but I fear he might refuse to answer me. Soon I will be forced to take my notes in Braille to be sure to read them if my condition worsens. Blessed be Usher Tultry, and may the sacred stole protect him for many years to come. I talked to him last night, and he kindly listed me 3 scrolls I should read. Good thing my Greek and Latin are not too rusty. I'm losing patience and time here. The precious texts listed by the primate have proved themselves almost totally useless. Alchemy and herbalist knowledge won't do me much good. For 3 days now, I'm totally blind as soon as the evening comes. This can't happen. This won't happen. A terrible idea has come to my mind. What if I use the regenerative power of vampire blood? I'll go to the Brotherhood's secret library tonight and search for such information and material. With the influenza crisis, it should be easier to sneak in. I'm onto something. The eyes of the 2 last rats I blinded seem to have retrieved sight after injecting them with a drop of vampire blood. They clearly could avoid my knife when I tested them, and the eyes had grown back. But they died the next day. I must find a way to improve the recipe. I've been unable to find some more vampire blood. I think someone spotted my theft in the Brotherhood cabinet. When I asked Brother Swansea, who seems to be working on some research concerning vampire blood addiction, he refused to give me some fresh material. I'm going blind. It drives me mad. Blessed be the stole. It seems the number of ghouls has suddenly increased in London. It will not be too difficult to capture one and perform some more precise experiments. I know exactly how to trap one in my laboratory. It works. Ghoul blood is less potent and permits a better dosage. Mixed with Usher Tultry's previous advice concerning alchemy and healing herb use, I shall be able to overcome fate. Tonight I will inject this serum directly in my weakening eyes. I can see. dried powder of ghoul's optic nerve plus essence of birch wood combined with equal part of Helichrysum italicum are the best mix. When properly heated and used at the correct dilution, it will make a braille copy of my notes. I will make a braille copy of my notes in case the cure is only temporary. I'll kill the ghoul I have kept for all this time and pursue my research further. The nasty ghoul has bitten me. His eyes I had gouged for my experiments. His eyes I had gouged for my experiments had regrown too. Of course, they did. I'm so stupid. The beast had time to observe me and prepare its plan. It attacked me when I approached to destroy it, then it stole my braille notes and fled. I should have seen it coming. I just can't die like this. No, I won't die. I'm going to turn soon, then I'll start again from scratch. I overcame fate once. I'll do it again. New collectible, the Blood Goddess Heresy. Great Britain is at risk, always, from many enemies. This we always must keep in mind as members of the Ascalon Club, but the worst enemy of all, the one we must always look for and crush down without mercy, is the inner enemy, the enemy within the closed circle of our immortal community. Heresy is the name of this enemy. Heresy toward her beliefs, our goals, and our role. It has been more than a century now since the Druid Order appeared in the Empire. First, we thought they were just a minor blood cult destined to disappear quicker than it had risen up, but the seed was strong and the tree is blossoming. What do they seek, these vampire traders? To go back to some fantasy golden age of vampires? No. To worship some imaginary blood goddess who demand human sacrifice? Of course not. What they seek is power. What they seek is to challenge our authority as the Supreme Shadow Cabinet, destined to rule the Empire's destiny. Look at what they claim: to accept and welcome any Skal who embraces their faith and belief, to openly hunt and kill mortals, for they are just prey for their legitimate appetite, to install a new religion supposed to regulate every aspect of immortal life. No, my dear companions, the Blood Goddess Heresy is not about wearing white togas or dancing naked under the moon in stone circles. It is not about going back to the forgotten roots of our species. It is about undermining the pillars of civilization as we know it. We are Ascalon. We are the guides of mortals through ages to a better life. We may lie to them, but we care and protect them from all enemies, and this Druid Order is one of them. From the Law of Ascalon, by Lord Redgrave, the founder. Alright. I think I'm gonna give the diary to Swanborough. Gonna make my way back over there, and we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, welcome back, guys. We're back here at Swanborough's place. Go ahead and head inside.
Is it you, Dr. Reed? Please come in.
What kind of gentleman pays visits to people at this late hour?
What can I do for you, Doctor?
I have found the secret laboratory, and I have the formula.
And the author of the diary, did you meet him?
Yes. He was badly disfigured. Nothing more than a beast. And I cannot guarantee it wasn't connected to his experiments.
I don't care. Give me the formula, Doctor.
Actually, I think it might be really bad to give it to him. I think it would be maybe better to give it to the stole.
I cannot give you this formula. I'm sorry. It's just too dangerous.
Are you fucking joking? How dare you decide for me? What kind of sick bastard are you to taunt me like this?
You don't know what I saw in that laboratory. Believe me, this cure is not real. And if you're lucky, it will kill you.
I'm getting tired of your condescension, Dr. Reed. By giving me hope, you have played the most cruel game of all.
Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough. I'll leave you now.
I think it was the better
Wandering
option.
In this part of town at night, you're either brave or a fool.
Alright, so our next thing to do is to head to the Pembroke Hospital and find the final testament, or don't know if it's final, the third testament from my father. So let's go do that. Alright, welcome back, guys. We are at the Pembroke Hospital. Time to go searching like every nook and cranny in this place. Hopefully it won't take too long.
The pain. I wonder what your last thoughts would be, again.
Let's check this room. Anything in here to interact with? No, there's just that. That didn't have the testament. Let's check this side. If it again takes too long to find, I'll just cut it again until we find it. But not quite yet. That's just a medicine cabinet. Same with that.
It's locked, all right.
That door's locked. Let's check in Swansea's office. Nothing here. Nothing back there. Not on his tables. I have a feeling it's gonna be in another nook. Like it was in the garden. It's gonna just be a little box, probably. Or another nondescript container that's just kinda sitting there, waiting for me to finally stumble upon it. Oh, here it is. Aubrey Reed's third letter. Reed Mansion, 4th of April, 1908. My dearest child, this is my last letter for you. I chose to hide it in the Pembroke Hospital. Do you remember how disappointed you were when your application was rejected? I had never seen you so upset. For days you did not say a word. This was the first time I realized the darkness you had in you, my son, a black stone embedded in your heart, hidden to all, which I sometimes saw in your sister too. I feared for you both, for I perfectly knew what it meant to feel this gloomy mood. The dark side of the Reeds. The reason why I must go, now that I know I'm condemned. I'm sick, my son. The diagnosis is irrevocable and death will soon come. I refuse to be seen like this by those I love. This is my fault and my decision. You're so far away now, learning with this Dr. Carroll in Paris how to transfuse blood to save patients. Already thinking about how to improve the method you've helped to create. I'm so proud of you, my son, but you can't save me. I won't be Aubrey Reed, the dying banker surrounded by his friends and family, unable to leave his bed. I won't stand it. I don't accept it, so I left. Just like you left us to become the great surgeon you are destined to be. The great surgeon I never want to see next to me, looking at me knowing I will die soon. Keep on studying, my son. Become whoever you're destined to be, and do it for yourself, not for your old father who loves you. I have taken all the necessary measures to protect you, my family, of any dangers to come. I want you to all remember me as I was, not as I am about to be. I leave, for I love you, my pearls and jewels. I do it because I have this dark mood in me I hid from everyone as long as I could. In a few days, I'll go where I stood when you left us for France. There, I'll leave a last gift for you. There, I'll vanish, never to come back. Farewell, Jonathan. I wish you to be as happy as I've been with you all these years. Kiss my Mary and my Emmeline for me. Take care of them. Farewell, my dear boy. Believe me ever, my dearest John. Your devoted father, Aubrey Reed.
Southwark. My departure for France as a promising student. My return as a brilliant surgeon. About to be killed. Transformed.
Alright, so Southwark's a pretty far ways away. So yeah, gonna cut it again. It's over 400 meters. Alright, we're back, guys. I think the safe that we're talking about is this one. Right here that we found that was locked. Expensive watch ×1. That's what I've done all this running around for. Is a watch. I guess it's a sentimental piece. Maybe I'll be allowed to give it to my mom. But gonna call the episode here. Not exactly sure how long it is in total, but there's been quite a lot of jumps and cutting and stuff like that. So it's certainly gonna got my work cut out for me to make this hopefully look somewhat good. But as always, I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below, comment your suggestions. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. That's going to be it for this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.